What is up, everybody? Thanks for the intro. I am Gabe, one of your casters, and I'm here with Matt, aka Daunt, one of our Rocket League players. We're going to ask him a few questions about RLCS and playing in collegiate Rocket League. So first, I want to mention congrats on playing in RLCS.
Thank you.
It's pretty huge. How does it feel to be so young playing in RLCS right now?
Well, I feel like a grandpa, even though I'm not.
Really?
I'm only 18, but since they lowered the age to 13, there's a lot of younger players, especially in the first regional. I think there was at least 3 that were 15 or younger. But it feels really good because it's something I've been working towards for a long time. I would say probably 4 to 5 years. That's been like my number one goal. Like, this is what I want, and now I got it. So it feels really good.
Congrats. So you have to switch a lot between playing with our guys here and playing with your RLCS teammates, I'd imagine.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about your RLCS teammates on your team right now and like how you got to know them, how you got to play with them and stuff.
So our RLCS team story is really interesting, actually. They were a duo, Turco and Cam were a duo. Their third left like a few days before qualifiers, the registration ended. And then my team disbanded also like a week prior. So they put out a tweet, they were like, we need someone. I was kind of like thinking about like taking a break for this split and like whatever. And I kind of messaged them, I'm like, if you guys need someone, like let me know, I'll play with you guys. So that was how our team came about. And I would say the difference in play styles is definitely there. So switching between the two can be hard, but as I'm getting used to playing with Turco and Cam more, it's definitely becoming smoother to transition.
So is there much of a, I don't want to say much of a skill difference, but is there like a pace of play or any kind of difference like that going from RLCS back to collegiate play like by the day?
Yeah, so as a team in CRL, I would say we were slower paced, but with Evil's coaching, we've started slowly ramping it up, so we're playing faster. And then I would say with my RLCS team, it's the same exact thing. Like, we are trying to play as fast as possible while keeping our composure.
For sure. So both of your teammates, Tool and Angel, they also play in RLCS, correct?
Yep.
So what's it like being on different teams and then coming back together and playing on the same team here?
So we actually had a discussion yesterday that I will not come to the arena because it will be a screaming match if we end up playing each other. But I think it's really exciting. It's not necessarily a rivalry, but it's like a friendly rivalry. Like, it's always fun playing them. I love playing those guys.
Nice, yeah. So with all 3 of you guys in RLCS, what do you think it's like for your coach, for Evil, to kind of have to put you guys back together for college after you guys have been, playing with your RLCS guys?
Yeah, I think on one side it makes his job easier because he has 3 really skilled players that can kind of mesh no matter what. But on another hand, it's like when you get to that higher level, you end up kind of building this play style with your team that no other team has. So you kind of have to drop that and leave it and then kind of pick up the chemistry again. That's the best way I would put it.
That's a great answer. That's a really good
But
answer.
I would say, for the most part, like if you dive deep into analyzing, it's hard. But on the surface, I would say it's easy for them.
For sure. One more thing about RLCS. So we're seeing a lot more college teams or college players, getting on teams in RLCS. Do you think that's what do you think about the collegiate players being successful in RLCS? Do you think that is going to make a difference in collegiate Rocket League? More players coming from RLCS that don't go to schools coming in, or just what do you think about?
Absolutely, I think CRL players, especially Akron qualifying, I think that's going to really improve the growth, because what will happen is, especially if they're consistent with the results, they'll end up getting better and better scrims, which will help them improve as players. And also, I think it's a statement that you can pursue a full-time degree and still compete at the highest level while playing in college as well. And I know the boys on Akron, they all are aerospace engineers, graphic design. It's not easy majors. So yeah, I think it goes to show that if you make the time for it, it's definitely doable, which I know a lot of top pros think it's not, which is why they choose not to.
So you 3, WVU, are one of 4 schools that had all 3 Rocket League players. advance to the next round of RLCS, correct?
Yep.
What does it feel like to be in that, kind of small group of successful players in collegiate rocket league?
It feels great, especially because most of them are established, and I get to kind of join that group, especially because I haven't made a regional before this season. So it's cool to kind of join that list. But also, like, it's cool to see, like, we can kind of almost build a rivalry inside of CRL and RLCS. I know Northwood specifically trash-talked us after they beat us in CRL, so definitely hoping to be able to get some W's there.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit of a friendly rivalry, if you will.
Yeah.
So by the time that this is played, it will be the day where you are playing, you start with playing G2 on Friday, which is one of the most established, Rocket League teams. So what's it like reaching that goal finally of playing in RLCS and being able to face some of the biggest, most established esports teams in the country right now?
So I'm really excited for this weekend. I've played these players in ranked hundreds or if not thousands of times. Like, I'm one of the most established rank grinders out there, and I've never had the chance to do it in a professional event. So I'm really excited for this weekend to kind of prove that, especially Taroko has been there before. He's won a regional. He's gotten multiple top 4s, multiple top 8s. So he's going to kind of be the glue, I feel like. And then me and Cam, we're ranked grinders. We beat pros in ranked all the time. So we can definitely do it in tournament. We just got to bring it on the day. And especially because they do it professionally, full time, and we are the underdogs. I'm really excited because I feel like we won't have any pressure on us. I'm really excited to see what we can do.
Yeah, for sure. Some of those teams, like G2, for example, they have some other young guns, if you will, like Daniel, I believe, 17, one of the youngest guys, and you also being 18. So what's it like going up against some of the other younger guys? Kind of do you feel like you kind of have to show, like, hey, man, I'm here too, kind of deal,
I'm really excited to play Daniel because me and him have kind of been going at it in ranked for a long time. And also, he got good really fast. So he's been better than me for a long time. But I would absolutely love to come out swinging this weekend and start off our first series with being G2.
For sure. So when you play with us here at West Virginia, you kind of take that, I want to say that striker role where you're kind of all over the field. When I cast it, it's fun to watch. You're always up around the goal, hitting the ball around, scoring as much as you can. So does your role change from here to RLCS, or do you kind of just go up and keep playing your style of Rocket League?
No, it doesn't change at all. In fact, I think my play style is what kind of helps teams kind of like build around. I feel like it's a really solid off-ball play style. I'm really good on the ball, but what I bring to the table more than most people is I'm willing to go for those demos, go for those boost steals, kind of be a nuisance to the other team, and I'm really good at it. And a coach, M3, before my old team had disbanded, he kind of helped me with the thought process of how can I be as annoying as possible on the field.
Yeah.
So I bring that to West Virginia and to my RLCS team.
Perfect. So you're going to start off playing G2. I'm going to go back to some of the matchups. This is a Swiss style tournament.
Yep, Swiss series.
So you have a bunch of different teams that you might end up facing. What are some of the teams that also qualified for this next round that you're excited to play against? Possibly to see.
I would absolutely love to play Incorrect, obviously, Tool and Angel.
Yeah.
That would be fun. And then I also used to sub for AJ, so I would absolutely love to play M80.
Yeah.
Get the little rematch. And then NRG, because I love Garrett. He's been my idol for a long time. I would absolutely love to play against him.
Okay, so switching from RLCS back to college once again. What has been your favorite thing around West Virginia, playing with the guys and just campus in general, getting this college life kind of deal?
So probably my favorite thing doing with the guys is we've done it a few times now. We go to Olive Garden on like a Friday or Saturday night, and we did the endless Alfredo pasta challenge, and we actually got, I think our record was, I think Jarrett got four bowls, I got 3, and Tool got like 2.5. That was probably the most fun challenge I've had on campus.
There you go. There you go. What has been like your favorite part about having a facility like this to come in and play in person, and how does that differ from playing with RLCS, where I'd imagine you can play wherever for online?
So on Twitter, actually, recently it's been a really hot topic of like a LAN buff. I think being able to play next to your teammates, like just mentally, even if it's not like directly, like if it's just in the back of your head, I think it just gives you that like frame of mind that like, okay, we're all in this together. Like, and I think it really helps everybody play better. As for RLCS, not being able to play next to my teammates, it's not the end of the world, but I definitely think there's an advantage to it, and that's why a lot of orgs will invest money into doing that for their teams.
Also, one last thing, you guys are the reigning defending NACE Grand Finals champions, which I want to congratulate you for.
Thank
been
you.
able to do that. So, how has that affected your guys' play at all, like if at all, this semester? And do you feel more of a chip to go and win it again and prove we can be back to back?
Yeah, so it definitely gave us a huge confidence boost. Like I remember after leaving Boise, like we could not be stopped. Like it literally felt like we were the best team in CRL. I'm really excited, especially with the announcement of NACE being in Florida. I'm really excited to hopefully get back there, and I definitely think we're capable of it. All three of us are plenty good enough to make it through the playoffs to the grand finals.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on everything last semester and being in RLCS, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.